down to Canada. Maybe what they're hoping for, but they're 7-12 down. Willock held up. This Italian defense is being very effective, and Cantagalli there disappointed. Now Grant Pascoe, who wears 11 in the '84 Olympic team. Pescod to Foley, sets it nicely, but what a good block that was. 12-6, Al-Kuti the captain with Randy Jajera, not the two tallest men, but what a good effective block that was. 10 comes in, it's inches long, I think. Cantagalli had a terrific smash at it, but Canada move up to 9-12. And Pescod having a good serving period, because that put pressure on the setter, that back on the attack line. And now, Italy down on the floor, Canada edging away, 10-12, and Italy having timeout. A little bit of pressure play on them there has caused consternation in the camp. Yeah. Panic in the Italian ranks. They were defending so well. And the Italian coach will, he's a new Argentinian coach, and the Italians have had a big sort out after the Olympic Games. 5 of their old guard dropped. Velasco, his name is Julio Velasco, and he really has improved the backcourt play, improved their defensive play enormously. But he has thrown a lot of well-known Italian names out of the squad. So now Pescod on a good run to Foley. Canada blocks well. Wilcock puts it up. Pescod back in the action, and that's a dive, a despairing dive by John Barrett. He can't get there. They lose service, and it will be Gardini, the number 1 for Italy, that serves, and there's a substitution. Off comes Grant Pescod, on comes Chris Fralick, a power hitter from Richmond, BC. Oh, what a... Now he'll regret that. He wanted a floater, and it was an absolute waste. Fralick, who's come on, I think he's come on as one of the motivating forces. Oh, terrific. Oh, super. Cantagalli there. Best attacker of the day yesterday, Cantagalli, wearing 10, and that's the reason. Lovely smash serve. Held up by John Barrett. Look at the ease, look at the timing of the Italian. Oh, what a block! Brad Willock there, leaping very high and just putting it straight down at the feet of the incoming Italians, who could do nothing about it. Gagon. Good. Back set. Fed up again, this time by Gardini. Now, in or out? It was in, and it was Italy's ball. They are 12-10. Very high pressure. Oh, I think the Canadian captain is questioning the referee, and he'll be told by Mr. Perry Joseph exactly why the point went against him. And a yellow card that he doth protest too much. Yellow card. He thought it was a clean hit, and the referee was determined that it wasn't. Now, Canada back in the action though. 10-13. They've brought off Chris Fralick. And yeah, Pescod it is back in, and Jajera couldn't get to that, so Italy quick on the attack and put the Canadians back under pressure, and this is an important point. They're 13-10. Of course, it's first to 15, providing there's a 2-point gap. Good smash by Barrett, but it's held up and they're reading him well. The Italians, it's wide and no Canadian touch that, so Canada win back service. And it'll be Brad Willock, their setter, who won Best Defender award in yesterday's game. Held up to Foley, gives it to the number 9, but the block gets there but pushes it straight out. That's Corenzo. 13-10 again. Fed nicely, Chijera over the block and then out. They couldn't get to it, and it was Corenzo that got his hands to it, but was looking a little unhappy, the number 9 on the Italian side. John Barrett, who's a 6'9" high jumper, very fine all-round athlete. Oh, well, he embedded the serve, and he wouldn't have wanted that at this crucial point to give away the service at 10-13. Now 13-10 to Italy. Willock. Oh, good block. It was Gardini that got to it, but it spun off and went out, so Canada's still in the hunt. Pescod, who's playing very well. They're number 11 for Canada. Oh, good block. That was Alcool to the captain, wearing 6, and the man is in all the action, Randy Gigera, who wears 12. Tafola, up again. Willock feeds it to the net, and it's, oh, touch. I think there's a touch on the net. It was the Italians who touched, so even though the ball's out, they've moved to 12-13 Canada, and Italy is suffering a little bit of pressure for the first. Oh, what a delicate touch. Cantagalli found a big gap in the middle of the Canadian defense and just put a little tactical ball through. Up again. Oh, shared ball, the net's bouncing about. Italy get it and get the service at 13-12. Gardini to serve. Yellow card. Not sure who got that. Not sure who got that at all. I think it was... Yes, Canada's ball. We think it was Brad Willock, but... Okay, Randy Gigera to serve. That was Alcuta that's got the point for him. Well held up to Foley. Serves. Oh, Gigera. Despairing dive on this side, but he is all over the place. Mops the floor while he's down there. Look at this. (14-12) then, set point. Well held out by the Italians. It's got across the net next time. They've picked it up again. Canada desperately. Oh, and they've fumbled and lost the set. And that was most disappointing. Brad Willock it was, who's been playing so well. And the Italians looked as though they'd lost it, but it was a bit of slack play by Willock. Watch this. Held up well. And then, just when they had a chance of getting back into it, they lose the first set, 15-12. So Alcool to the captain, marshalling his forces as the opposing captain serves with pretty devastating effect. Luqueta, Willock, Paul. That was quick, good reaction. And it'll be Brad Willock serving as Canada. Oh, good block. Paul come in for his blocking. Gingera, oh, very, very well held up. And Gardini was the man in the block there, the number 1. And the Italians making a substitution, and it's about time we saw Bernardino De Giorgi, their ace setter for so many years, who goes to serve now. But they're trying out Toffoli, and I must say Toffoli, their number 2, has been very good. But we'll watch this little fella around the court. That's Di Giorgio wearing number 4. Because he really is a most experienced player. Canada have service at 7-11 in this second set. John Barrett to serve, and they want him at his best. At his best, he's almost unstoppable. Nice one. That's it. That's the ace, the first clean ace we've seen. It's side and swerve and smash on that. And that's what he's famed for. Change of direction. Marginally long. I think it was. Just out. Italy 11-8. Willett. That's Mark Albert, wearing number 9. Willett, Tijera. Oh, and so hard against the block, it flies out the court, so Canada get possession. Tijera still very much in the heart of the action. Henry Pauls from Winnipeg. Good float out. That's the setup. Nicely down, wasn't it? Set up the Giorgi. Just set that beautifully. Right height, right place. And Italy 11-8. Good touch. Coulter and Gingera at the block. But it goes past them. Paul sets it up. Nice little touch, but it's held up. Very quick reaction from the Italians, and the number 10 comes in. Cantagalli drives it past the right-hand side. Gardini serves. Simplistic serve, but effective. Oh, well, Mark Albert drove it hard against the block, but the Italians put it back on the Canadian side, and they now serve 13-8 through Gardini. Nice right arm hook shot from the captain, Al Coulter. And Gingera will serve 8-13. Second set. Canada having lost the first. Good serve. Giorgi sets. Terrific thump from Cantagalli. But they hit the net on the way through. Cantagalli looking a little despondent, but Gingera serves. Good swerving serve that was. Giorgi, look at that cross. Terrific block. That was the captain, Al Coulter, and Mark Albert that came across and kept this side of the net well defended when it looked a very effective attack from Italy. So 10-13. Gingera still so long. Slow it down, says Corenzo. Zorzi puts it straight out. Canada get it back. Mark Albert, the police officer. New Brunswick. Here's the second. Look at this. Little touch. Little touch. He sees Lucchetta, the captain. He reads him so well. So signals going back to the server, to Cantagalli from the captain, telling him where to put it. Willett. Oh, wow. Well, John Barrett drove it straight at Corenzo. Corenzo, the one that stopped one in the face earlier, and it flew off him and went out. So Canada 10-13. And then throw it away. Too many mistakes on service by Canada. They really are losing a lot of points. Barrett. Willett. Good stuff. That was Andrea Gardini. And this is a set point to Italy. The captain, Lucchetta, serves. Now, oh, Gingera flew off the block and straight out. The number 1 player of the moment, no question about that. Brad Willett serves. Oh, got to it, too slow, but cleverly done. And again, Italy have set point. Little De Giorgi serves. Willett. Great. Gingera saves Canada again. Terrific power hit against the blocks so that it flies off. And now can John Barrett get some of his serving power back and direction. That was better. Georgi. Barrett feeds it to the net. Willock up. Number 9. Oh, Mark Albert puts it high, wide. And there's questions being asked, but it is. Oh, there's a flag. Half went up. Touch on the far side, and at last the referee's seen it. And it's Canada's ball. 11-14. Italy thought they were back in for set point. Barrett again. Good. Corenzo stopping that. Corenzo again. Just gets it up. Willock feeds it to Gingera, and that's it. That was a terrific attack. That really was lightning fast from the Canadians. Feeding Gingera, but in good positions when the Italian defence was suspect. And so this good piece of serving from Barrett. Again, brilliant. Puts the Italians under. Oh, that was remarkable. Zorzi had no chance, really. You'd have thought he whipped that over the net, and the Canadians should have had that covered. They lost a big opportunity, and now it's Italy's set point again. Corenzo. Held up. Willock. Mark Albert. Corenzo. Georgi. Oh. Oh, I think wasted. Just a little long from Mark Albert. Nice. Held up. Now, cool. Big fella. Was there a touch? It was John Barrett trying to get it over the block, but it didn't go. There was no touch on the Italian side, so Italy coming back 3-7 in this third set. Gingera, nicely placed, but well held up. Lorenzo got to that well. Barrett held. Oh, nice diving save from John Barrett. But Italy now 4 to Canada's 7. Well, bad piece of setting from the Canadians, but hey, the Italians now getting a little excited. Cantagalli and Zorzi. But it's Canada's ball, and they're 7-4 up as Gingera serves. Still a bit of mopping up to do. Super serve. Oh, net. Service errors from the Canadians is really. Oh, well, now, having said that, the Italians have done exactly that. Substitution on the Canadian side. Terry Gagnon coming on for Mark Albert, and Gagnon it is that will serve with Canada 7-4 up in this third set, having lost the first 2 sets. Oh, brilliantly done. Thought Lucchetta had got that home. Another brilliant set from De Giorgi to Lucchetta. Twice he did it. The Canadians held up the first one, but couldn't touch the second. Now Cantagalli serves. Oh, Poulter whipped that over. It was well picked up. Oh, well picked up by the Italians, but yellow card. There is too much protesting. The very things we were saying that was bringing calm to their play, they're losing just a little bit because they're behind the Italians. They must not do that. I'm sure their coach is telling. Gingera puts it away very effectively, drives it past Gardini. And Canada 8-4 now. Luchetta. Giorgi. Oh, it's Corenzo, the number 9, that appeared to have it worked. Oh, and Canada gain another point. It dribbled along the net. Corenzo couldn't do anything with it. And Alcoulter, the captain, serves yet another wasted serve. Remember, there were 15 team service errors on the Canadian side in the last set. And here they are, making them all over again. Chinchera, but what a block. Now, questioning whether it came straight down. Who, me? You wouldn't believe it. Chinchera thought it was in, the Italians, and the referee thought it was out. Good. Oh, wasted. Great pity. Henry Paul seemed to have had that covered up. He's been very good at blocking, but his smashing hasn't been as effective. Gagnon. Chinchera. Now, that's better. Nicely left by Corenzo from Brad Willock. Yet another service fault. De Giorgi. Willock. And flew off the block from Henry Falls. John Barrett, who plays in Bologna in Italy when he's not at home, serving for Canada. Good one. De Giorgi. Nice. Oh, it went wide. Gardini punched it wide. De Giorgi punches it high. Oh, lovely. Well played, Zorzi. So now Italy serve at 6-10 in this third set. Well held by Corenzo. Held up. Now, Canada forcing the pace and are in the best position they've been in the match so far. 10-6. As Henry Pauls serves. Straightforward but effective. De Giorgi feeds it. Oh, well, Zorzi didn't need any more of an offer than that. The court was gaping wide and his spike well placed. Coulter. Now that sort of right arm flail, as it were, that's been so effective just didn't work for him then. Nice one. Thierry Gagnon over on the left wing, giving Canada service through Randy Chinchera, and Canada 10-7. Well held. Oh, brilliant. Good reaction that. That was Luchetta, seeing the ball fly straight back without being set up first. Was quick to drive it down to the middle of the court. Henry Paul. Gagnon. Oh, the Italians tried to get it, just about wrecked the place. And substitute on the Italian side. They're bringing Bracci is coming on for the first time wearing number 8, and Toffoli is coming on for Giorgi. Zorzi being rested after yeoman service. He really has been superb. But the new setter. Well, good block. Coulter it was, Canadian captain. Wins back serve at 11-7. Italy calling timeout. Well, the coaches recognise that Canada have changed their tactics somewhat, and they're using more tactical ploys than pure power and athleticism that they are renowned for, and it's worked for them. They're still having far too many service faults, but Julio Velasco trying to get his forces together.
E poi la difesa lunga del primo tempo, soprattutto con Conte che ogni tanto va desando perché anticipa molto, capito? Dai, voglio prendere da cioccolato. Andare troppo avanti.
So Italy 7-11 down in this third set, having won the first 2 sets. Terry Gagnon. Top volley. Oh, it's held. It must cross. Good touch. Well, that's Marco Bracci. Ah, his first touch. They were all delighted. They all thought he'd got it right. And the referee decided otherwise. Oh, beautifully. Toffoli just almost held that on a plate. Now, of course, you can't hold in volleyball at all. It's got to be clean touches away, but he really did set it up beautifully for Luqueta to spike it over the middle of the net. Good one from Barrett. Yes. Barrett slowed down to 100 miles an hour from about 110. And he's more effective with it. Toffoli, delicately down by Corenzo, but Gingera, oh, long. Not too many unforced errors from Gingera in this match, but that was one. As the Italian captain, Andrea Luqueta, goes to serve. Brad Willett, Gingera, good block, superbly done. Gardini, who's 2 meters and 2 centimeters tall, from the Mexicono club. Barrett. Now. Yes, the block effective again. Barrett now urging the Canadians to stay calm. And that was Luqueta's first bad error. It was way out, was that serve. And Canada 12-9 in this third set. Gingera got to it, but drove it straight out. So Italy having some substitutes. And George is coming on. Toffoli only had a short spell. And so too did the number 8, Bracci. So it was just to give them a little breather and a little tryout so they don't get too rusty. Gagnon, Willett, Barrett. Good block. Barrett holds it back up. Feeds it. Barrett again. And this time he drove it into the net. Canada calling a timeout. They desperately need this third set. They've still got a 3-point advantage.
They got 3 up on the ball out there. On the first set, they got 3 going.
Right behind the block.
Watson brought in the blonde Henry Pauls to improve the blocking, and that worked very well. He does brings about dramatic changes, does Willie Watson. He's clearly told Barrett to slow it down by about 10% because of the unforced errors, and just by slowing it a little, he's that much better. The Italians too, their defense has been superb. That's Pauls, but the Italians on top of this. Good, oh, lovely. Lovely spike from Andrea Zorzi. Pauls held up well by Luqueta, very tall man who gets down extremely well. Pauls holds it up, Barrett, and now the touch, yes, the Italians claim it wasn't. And of course, a lot of the Canadians speak Italian because they play in the Italian league, and it's Bernardini Corenzo that's calming the Italians down, rather than the captain Lucchetta. Barrett to serve. And of course, they know how to play Barrett as well. Long. And this is crucial to Canada. Fighting to stay in. They're 13-11. Oh, yes. What a good shot. Henry Pauls, the Storm manager, who was born in Russia, studied in Yugoslavia, moved to Canada in 1972. He's been on the squad for 2 years now, and he really has come in as the best substitute that we've seen. So Canada at set point, and Canada are always renowned for fighting back if they can get back into the game. Toffolo. Oh, well, there's a pause. Azorzi spikes it down the line and gives Italy service at 11-14. Willett to Gagnon. Oh, well, it flew off. Toffoli first, and then Lucchetta, and again there is set point, and it would be nice if it went to Henry Pauls, who really has been a I've just praised you to the skies, young man, and you shouldn't have done that. 11-14, Italy. Touch. Gagnon against the blocker now, and Canada serves again, and it's Randy Gingera that has the distinction, and he really has been the best of the servers. Better than John Barrett. Gingera, smash serve. Oh, Mr. Gingera, what a time to serve long. Just as many unforced errors serving in this set as there was in the last, which lost them the set. Held up by Barrett. Willett. Coulter couldn't get it down. Now, chance to gather breath. Set it up nicely. And the Canadians got it. That was a fine piece of work from Terry Gagnon, who now goes to serve. Watch him over there drive it against the block, and it was down into the net. And Gagnon now serves for set. Held up, Henry Pauls, set up nicely. Barrett. Oh, and Canada have won the set. They're back in the game. They've been in this battling position before. They were losing 2-0 to Bulgaria the night before last, and they came back in and won the next 3 sets. Now, Italy must be worried for the first time